Hey everyone, and welcome to another live edition of my tea tasting. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of technical difficulties, but starting from scratch. Thankfully, it wasn't too far into the stream to actually do any harm. But yeah, here we go. Take two. I have an amazing lineup for you guys. This is something that I've been wanting to do, and another person who shall remain nameless, but you all know who she is. Shanna has been waiting for me to do this. So I'm going to present to you guys a three-part tea experience for the Teavanna Tastealikes Part 1. Now there's 6 in this series. I'm going to concentrate on 3 today. So let's go ahead and get started because there's a lot to go through. I have a lot of water, a lot of tea, a lot of stuff to go through. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys from left to right. We're going to start tonight off with some Raja Oolong because I've heard great things about it. And Shanna has been trying to get me to taste this thing like forever. So tonight we're gonna go ahead and try that one first. You're welcome, Shayna. Shanna. And then we're going to Peach Serenity, which is an herbal blend, and it smells really, really nice. So I haven't tasted this. I haven't tasted any of them, but this one it smelled really nice. I've heard really great things. So we're gonna go ahead and test it out. Thirdly, honey bush banana nut. I love banana, and I've been dying to taste this. So this is gonna be like the ultimate. This is gonna be my ultimate lineup right here. So I am ready to start this party. Welcome whoever is number one on there. Hi. Any, I don't know who you are yet. Hey Ma. Hey Teresa. And I assume Izzy's there or he's not there yet. I'll wait. I'll wait for you to answer. But yeah, I got all 3 lined up today, and I'm ready to go. So let's get it started. I'm gonna do these one at a time, and I'm making a premiere with the Raja Oolong. I'm premiering. Check it out. My dragon teapot. I have been dying to put this to good use, and I didn't feel like using my. Oh, okay. Well, it's all right. When he gets here, he'll get there. I'm premiering my cast iron teapot. I have been dying to use it. I didn't feel like bringing out my ingenuity. So I think tonight is going to be a very special premiere night for it. So I'm going to go ahead. I guess I can show you guys. Oh, I just dropped one. No, another one bites the dust. So this is the first time I'm pulling it out. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Let me come into the light. There you go. This I've been looking for an opportunity to use it, and this just happens to be it. How can I say no, you know? Yeah, finally. So that's 2 finallys. I'm premiering my Dragon Teapot, and finally I'm premiering the Raja Oolong. So I don't know which one you're finalying about, but we'll just call it a twofer for this one. Okay, so I'm opening up the Raja Oolong. Ooh, that smells really, really nice. Oh, you can tell right off the bat this is like a lot of cinnamon. Thanks. I love the way it looks. Like this is one of my all-time favorite investments. So Raja Oolong has oolong tea, cinnamon bark, ginger root, cardamom, chicory, cocoa nibs, natural spicy cinnamon flavor, black peppercorn, and cloves. So this is going to be a really, yeah, Team Raja for sure. This is going to be really spicy, not hot spicy, but like full of spice kind of spicy. So we'll go ahead and start off with a little bit of the Raja Oolong. And I hope that's enough. It's hard to tell. Oh, yeah, no, that's way not enough. Let's get some goodness. Oh, that's too much. I got a little overzealous there. And that's just right. I've heard somewhere that it's your fave. So you can see. Oh, I keep forgetting that light is there. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. It's a very brown and orange tea, very earthy looking. It smells amazing. Like, there is no doubt this is going to be a very tasty tea. And you can see I didn't put a whole lot. It looks like it starts off to about here. So that's about average for what I usually put. There's a lot of, you can see this, the cinnamon bark is actually, it looks like it's actual bark. As opposed to like the cinnamon sticks. Rick, welcome! Glad you could make it. Oh my god, this smells amazing. This is like a very cinnamony fall kind of tea. So I'm going to go ahead, and pour out some of the water. And this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so it seems that this whole pot it's already I finished this entire pot. Look at that, there's nothing left in there. And that was supposed to last me for two. Mickey, welcome. That was supposed to last me for 2 pots. Apparently, the dragon pot is a little bit bigger than I thought. But that's okay, I came prepared. And I'm going to go ahead and refill this water. And hopefully there's enough to fill up the remaining 2. And of course, there isn't. So I'm going to have to let that go. I'm going to set this to 5 minutes, and while that goes, I'm going to take this opportunity to run real quick and get myself some more water because that was a little unexpected. Apparently, I'll have to get a bigger boiling pot. But, live and learn. Oh. How long am I steeping for? I'm steeping it for 5 minutes. It's going to be, usually you're supposed to do oolong a little bit less, but the instructions say to go for 212 degrees for 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and go with that recommendation just because there's a lot of other stuff in there besides the oolong tea. You have the cinnamon and the cloves, and the black pepper, and I think that because all that stuff is already in there, it really does more for the flavor, so that if you oversteep the oolong tea itself, you don't really have to worry about it, because you have so much other flavors there that that'll cover it up. So it basically covers a multitude of sins, so to speak. So I'm just going to go along with that and let it steep for a bit. Apparently, this is really... Okay, I'm going to show you guys. I poured my entire pot in there. And I'm going to show you. It's not even steeped all the way. Look at that. Like, there's so much space in there. Usually when I fill it out, it goes all the way to the top and there's plenty left over. Apparently, I underestimated the size of this, but that's okay, because, for this particular stream, since there is going to be 3 teas, I'm okay with not using a full pot, because that's just going to go straight into my belly, and Quackhead is going off, by the way. So that's going to go straight into my belly, and it's not going to be good when halfway through the stream I'm going to have to pee out. That would be quite embarrassing. So, without further ado, as usual, the new norm, I'm not sweetening this tea. This is going to be interesting. It's Quackers! So this one, I have 3 different cups I'm going to use so that it doesn't mix flavors. And I'm going to put this down for just a minute. Put that in, make a little bit of room. I believe it. It doesn't need it. George loves the duck. Where is George? Tell him hi for me. Tell him I said what's up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this out. Some of it. Oh, that is a very beautiful color. I don't know. It's showing on the camera as a little bit yellow, but it's like a really. So he's commenting from work, or he just saw it before and he loves it. I don't know. I'm assuming that. Anyway, the peach keeps falling. All right, there we go. Stay. All right, never mind. I'll just leave it alone because it's gonna wind up falling all over the place. Oh, he told you before. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So anyway, I want to talk to you about the color a little bit. The color is like a really golden brown, which is more geared towards a black tea than an oolong. But I'm assuming that because of all of the cinnamon, the spices, and the black cloves and stuff, it's not really going to be just the color of the oolong. Oolong is generally, as I call it, like a black green. So, ooh, that I have to comment. That smell is amazing. I kind of just want to I just want to admire the scent a little bit because it's got like a really strong fall kind of scent to it. Ooh, that's good. I'm trying to drink it a little bit fast. It's Teresa, how come you didn't just set up a couple shot glasses? You're gonna be peeing all night. Well, if I were to set up a couple shot glasses, then I mean I wouldn't really get a full taste for each. But I mean this is the sacrifice that I make for you guys. So if I'm up peeing all night, it was for you. Cheers. Oh, that's very nice. I thought that it would be a little bit more dominated by the cinnamon just because of the smell. But like there's the black pepper is really profound. It would be a teepee. I see what you did there. That's awesome. Tea puns rule. Mmm. This is the kind of tea. Um, this is the kind of tea that'll keep you warm at night. Yeah, it absolutely does have a kick. This one is kind of reminiscent of how I did those like the hot cinnamon spice and the cinnamon or what was it the cinnamon rooibos, the hot, yeah, it was hot cinnamon spice for adagio. I forget the David's version, but it's reminiscent of that with a more grounded kick. So you have like the cinnamon taste, the like the what was that, the big red gum kind of flavor to it, but it's got like that profound black pepper taste that brings it down a notch. So you're not dominated by the sweetness of it. You have an extra burning kind of spice to it. Ooh, this stuff is hot. Yeah, you're absolutely right. This does not need sugar. This does not need sweetening. It's a really nice flavor. Oh, okay. Have fun with the groceries. I'll see you later. Yeah, it absolutely is Big Red on steroids. This is going to be one. It's going to be hard for me to drink fast only because when I like a tea this much, it's really I like to savor it. So the only reason I'm going to be drinking this quickly is because I have two other teas to get to. But honestly, like this can. What do you mean you thought it was supposed to be cold? The Raja Oolong? This one could stand on its own as a stream. Um, but really, since I'm going through two other flavors tonight, I'm gonna try my best to drink fast. I don't get to savor it. I'll get to savor it when I drink it again. I have another sample bag of this and a full 3 ounce bag, so I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be without. I promise. Oh my god, and this stuff is like it's permeating the room. I should create another tea and call it Lightning Bug. That it would be good for a name, but I have no idea what I would put in it. But that's it's a start. I mean, sometimes you need a name to what's the word I'm looking for? Inspire. Sometimes you need a name to inspire where you want to go. So yeah, I'll think about something for that. Oh, and by the way, a little tidbit of information. Somebody bought my my Death by Chocolate Chai, and they loved it. So I already have that's my first review that somebody who was outside of the stream and outside of my circle of friends, they drank it, they loved it, and they gave it a good review. So by all means, it's recommended. Good stuff. If you guys are interested, I'll send you the link. It's awesomeness. So spicy citrus something. Um, yeah, that I can do something with that. Spicy citrus something. We'll see. And yeah, I do see why you were hounding me to try it because this is definitely worth going for. I've been wanting to try this for months. I was smelling it. I had like everything around me was yelling at me to try it, and I'm like, okay, okay, I'll do it, and well, here it is, I'm doing it. Now I'm debating if I want to take it to work because something like this, it's really really good. I think I want to keep it to myself, but on the other hand, I tend to be generous when it comes to my teas. I'll see. But there's another quality behind this that it's kind of hard to describe because yeah, you get the spice from the spice from the cinnamon, but there's also a certain sweetness to it that I really can't place where it's coming from. There's no sugar added. Um, Generally, if they do add sugar, it's going to be like in amber crystals, but it's not listed on here. It might be the chicory. That's the only thing that I really think it could be because there's nothing else on here that would constitute for the sweet je ne sais quoi. Yeah, I'm getting a little French classy there. Mm. Oh, it tastes so good, man. I kind of wish that I had given this its own stream just for the fact that I would need to expound on it a bit. Mm. I think I might just do its own stream later on, like just as a kind of review thing, because I mean I want to be more to expand on it a bit, but I don't know if I'll have enough time between all three. especially since I have to drink these fast. Mm. Oh, but it's so good. I highly recommend this one. Like this is right off the bat. Out of the three, I'm already recommending this. I kind of get the feeling like I'm gonna be I'm gonna be favoring this. And while I'm talking about the other two, don't worry, I'm not gonna cheat on it. I promise. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to ask or just throw it at me, I'm gonna see if I can drink this a little bit faster because I have so much tea in there in the pot already that it's gonna take me a while to get through it. Or I might just drink this one cup and then move on and save this one for later. Since this is on a in a cast iron pot, it'll stay hot for a while. What are the other two? The other two are peach serenity and honey bush banana nut. So I mean, those two sound absolutely amazing. One plus one equals fish. Absolutely. So this is yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna put away. Well, not put away, but I'm gonna put the tea here off to the side, and I'll probably finish it off after I'm off the stream and I'm prepping everything after because I mean honestly I want to savor this and I'm not even halfway through with the pot. Oh, this is so good. So I'm going to as always, I'm going to go ahead and set the link to the to the page where you can buy it because I definitely recommend you guys should click on that link, buy yourself a bag, and have a field because this is really good. Look at that. I'm already almost half an hour through, and I've just been doing this one tea. Just this one tea, and that's kind of messed up because like half the stream is already gone, and I still have two more to get to. This is gonna be hard. But this is my kind of challenge, when you have something that you really, really enjoy, and you want to experience it, you want to share it. This is the kind of thing that I live for because as much as I talk about how good this tea is, I really have to encourage you guys to try it for yourself because there's nothing that's going to yeah, absolutely, it's not a bad thing. There's nothing that I can say that would replace the experience of it. And this is the kind of tea that I believe you need to experience. I'm really digging it. And this is, I just realized I never explained why this is called the Teavanna Tastealikes. For those of you who know, who've heard of the store Teavanna, they recently went out of business. They were owned by Starbucks. And when they went out of business, they left a big hole in the tea tasting community. So Adagio stepped up and they put out a bunch of teas that yeah, that absolutely it is certainly amazeballs. They put out a bunch of teas, not just these six, but like I believe like maybe a dozen, give or take, like at least 10 that they stand for what Teavanna used to. Oh, excuse me, that just came out of nowhere. That stands for where Teavanna had their product. This is not the time to get hiccups. They're filling in the gap and catering to the customers who went to Teavanna and gives them a pretty good what's the word I'm looking for, like a replacement. I personally have never had Teavanna. I think let me take that back. I have gone in and had like those little mini plastic cups about yay big. Very forgettable. You know, I mean, I never bought Teavana because they were super overpriced, and it was never really worth it because the taste was good, but not for that price. Like I'm not paying $15 for a 3 ounce bag. David's and Adagio are fighting for the Teavana fans. David has new flavors too. I believe it, but the thing about David's is that their tea is not as healthy. They use artificial flavors. They use sugars and stuff. Like for me, it's a candy tea. I have a sweet tooth, as you guys know, and I drink it just for that. Um, but to me, Adagio is a better quality. You know, it's like you get the more you get the more health benefits. You get a more authentic flavor. You get a more all around better experience. It's I take Adagio more seriously. Let's just put it that way. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Mm. Oh man, this is so good. And the thing is that this is the only tea tonight that has caffeine. Um, but it's also relaxing me. Like I don't feel any hyped up. I don't feel like this this thing keeps falling. Stay. This thing keeps I don't know why. I mean, I didn't touch it. It just falls. I think the tea bag is haunted. It's the spirit of the peaches that were used in the in the tea. It's coming out to haunt us. But that's okay because it's going to be a very interesting experience after I drink it, and those ghosts are going to be haunting my belly. What? It's telling you to fix it already? Yeah, I'm trying to fix it, but I'm too caught up in the Raja Oolong, so it's just going to have to wait. mm. Oh, I'm gonna have to hurry up and like polish this off because this is getting it's taking up way too much time. Start steeping it. I really should, but I don't want to like ruin the. Well, I can't really say I'm ruining the experience, but like interfering the experience of the taste with one to another. But you know what? Yeah, let's give it a head start. I'll start reviewing that one before I move on. So there we go. This is the Peach Serenity. There we go. Oh, I didn't even open it yet, and there's like so much peach that just came right out. Oh, and this is like a really, really bright tea. This is nothing but fruit. Oh, it's really, really nice. So as you guys are gonna see, it's a very chunky tea. It's got, let's see, apple pieces, rose hips, peach, pineapple pieces, lemon verbena, chamomile, and apricots. Yeah, so this is going to be a very tropical tasting tea, and it's going to show on the in the look of it. All right, so I just set my water to go. I'm going to switch it over so you guys can see. Check it out. That looks like basically it's a fruit salad. You know, I mean, there's so much tropical chunks in there. I don't even see the chamomile. Like, where? Oh, wait, I saw one. It's buried a little bit. But it doesn't look like it's very heavy on it. I just see like a lot. I just see a lot of fruit. I don't see a whole lot of chamomile in there. I don't know. Maybe they forgot to put it in. What's the name of that? That one is Peach Serenity. It's go ahead. There we go. It's there's one of two. I wanted to make sure that I did them separately because if I do two peach teas in one sitting, I'll probably start to confuse the flavors, and I don't want that. So I'm going to leave it as is, and I'll do the other one next week. But this one's peaches, pineapples, apricots. It's very tropical flavor, and I'm expecting it to be really really sweet on its own. So I'm not even worried about sweetening that one. Mm. Now that it's starting to cool off, the Raja Oolong gets a lot more full flavored. Like the cooler it gets, you get a more um, kind of like a I want to say a hot chocolate kind of feel to it, but not the chocolatey taste. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making any sense. Probably not. But you get like this kind of like a creaminess to it. This is definitely really really good. I think I might take one of the samplers and just make it iced. Like I'm gonna pour the whole thing in there and make one shot of iced tea and see how that goes. I get the feeling that it's gonna be amazing iced. I'm not even gonna have to sweeten it because this it really doesn't need it. Mm. And if you guys want to try, yeah, it warms you as it cools. Absolutely, I get that feeling where it it gets temperature wise, it cools down, but you still maintain that warmth inside because of the cinnamon content in it. It keeps your core temperature from dropping. If you're interested in the Peach Serenity, I'll be putting the link on the stream afterwards, so you'll be able to pick it up. I'll let you know if it's worthy. It probably is. It smells pretty worthy, but I can't make any assumptions until after. Mm. But this is definitely like a fall winter tea. Dev, welcome. You're here just in time to finish, for me to finish the Raja Oolong tea, Raja Oolong chai, which has been out of this world so far, and I'm moving on to the next. I'm doing three of them tonight, so you're in for a treat. Next on the list is Peach Serenity, and I'm really looking forward to it. The water is almost done, so I'm going to go ahead and chug this real quick. Mm. And I swear, this thing tastes like it has sugar in it. It doesn't. So yeah, sorry, Shanna, you're right. This does not need any sweetener whatsoever. And it's almost done. My there we go. The water's finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, and hopefully I'll have enough for uh, two two pots. I'm going to fill it up only about half, well, 2/3 of the way, because I want to make sure I still have enough water to go into the other pot, and hopefully I won't screw that one up, because I get the feeling, you know what? I get the feeling that I'm going to run out of water again, just because that's my luck. That big pot, it really threw me off. So I'm kind of like iffy about it. So while that steeps, once again I'm doing it again at 212 degrees for 5 minutes. So while that goes, ooh my God, that thing is ooh, it's got a lot of the peach. Like I just stood up and there we go, and the odor like was following me for a little bit, and I really love that because it's like it's a very tropical scent. It's got a lot of the only thing that's missing, I would imagine, would be coconut. Whoa! I'm falling over. To take a pee pee break. I don't have time to pee. I gotta keep on moving. I will be doing the pee pee dance for about half an hour if I have to. But I will see this through. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, that looks like it's more than enough for the next pot. Okay, and bringing out my Tetris cup. Put the lime in the coconut. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might just do that. At least I have lemon packets, but as far as lime is concerned, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I'm fighting them hiccups. It's trying to haunt me. Anyway, what's this? Are you going to stream anything from Tilula or I can never pronounce that. Gershwender? Gershwinder? I don't know. You're gonna have to like spell that out phonetically. I believe I might do one. I might do both. Yeah, those hiccups, man. They're awful. Tilula has warmed its way into my heart a little bit. For those of you who don't know, Tilula is another tea shop that I discovered around I forget the name of the neighborhood, but it's past Rosemont, past O'Hare, going in that direction. What was it? The W is pronounced as a V. So Geschwender? Geschwender. I'm assuming that that's how it's pronounced. You gotta tell me if I'm hot or cold. I don't know. It's funny because when we were going there, you never actually said the word. So okay, so it's in Park Ridge. Yeah, I'm not good with remembering the names of these neighborhoods. So yeah, Tilula is in Park Ridge. They have a pretty active Facebook community as well. I'm debating if I want to start posting or sharing their live streams because they do live streams. I believe it's on Thursday afternoons. I might start sharing it on the Tea site in case you guys want to watch. I think because they do a really good job of presentation and covering some interesting subjects. So I might just do it. Oh, there goes Quackhead. Quackhead is on the prowl. There we go. It's nice and hot, and I'm trying not to spill any. There. Ow. Their tastings are amazing. They're very thorough, and I have to give it to them because we did six tastings. Normally, when you go to Adagio, you do between 3 and 4, just for the actual tasting, and then afterwards you're free to talk to them and taste anything else that you want to try. But for the tasting itself, it's the 3 that you pick, and they talk about those specifically. Then usually they add in the matcha, depending on whether or not you want it, because it is hard to take, depending on whether or not you're accustomed to it. So they give you the option to do it. I have taken the option every time, only because it's a really good tea. And They always find a different way to present it. Like last time they did it as like a matcha paste, and they challenged me. So I couldn't say no. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And I had a shot of of the matcha paste. Basically, the matcha paste is just a full serving of the matcha powder with a fraction of the water. And if you think it's strong when you drink it on its own, just imagine when you have like none of the water to dilute it. It's just straight up paste, and it's like, ah, it'll kick you in the face. And Leanna, you haven't popped up, but I know that that's your like when it shows your icon for a second there. So welcome. I'm giving you the shout out there. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour out the peach serenity because it smells amazing. Like all this time I'm talking, and my room smells like a tropical island. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful color. It's very clear, very pale yellow. It's got, as it's pouring, it's got very little color at all. You can see right through it. But when it goes into the cup, did I? I think I spilled. Yeah, a tiny little bit. When it goes into the cup, it all culminates. So it's a lot darker when it's in the cup than when it's being poured out. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys real quick. Check that out. It's a really, really golden. This is like the definition of golden tea, because it's straight up yellow. Unlike other teas, like with white tea, you usually get a pale yellow. This is a straight up gold yellow, and it smells out of this world. So without further ado, because it is now 8:48, I'm 48 minutes into my 1 hour stream, and I'm like killing time here. We're sorry guys, we're gonna go over, but I kind of expected it. So enjoy the ride while it lasts, you know. Ooh, ooh, that's good. It's very tropical, very peachy. Like the peach and the apricot mix well together. I have to admit this is a really really fruity tea, and it's the kind of thing that it's straight up candy if you make it iced. It came out really hot though. I don't know. I think my tea kettle is trying to impress me. Because everything is coming out like super duper hot. But yeah, this is like really really good though. I'm really enjoying this flavor because it's basically like it's a fruity. I want to say it's a candy kind of like a lozenge kind of thing. Not like a Vicks lozenge, but it's got like the flavor quality where it tastes like the candy, but straight up candy. It doesn't taste like you're biting into the fruit, that kind of a thing. I mean, obviously because it's a fruit juice, essentially. Well, I don't even want to say it's a fruit juice because you're not getting it out of you're not getting it out of the fruit as it comes. It's just the tea that pulls out the flavor. I don't know what you're hearing. I admit I'm struggling a little bit to find the right definition because I mean it's not juice. It's straight up flavor, but it's really really nice. Like I'm really enjoying this stream because I have two out of three so far, and they are out of this world. Mm. And this isn't caffeinated. This is straight up herbal an herbal blend. There's no actual tea in it, so you're not gonna. It's not gonna keep you up at night. This is this is a straight up summer tea. Like this is the kind of thing where you sit back and just chill out and drink, preferably iced. Like that's the impression I'm getting. Like this is gonna be, it's very sweet, very it's citrusy, it's very it's tangy, and I'm really liking it. Mm. Oh, there's something interesting there. When you when you have a peach tea, generally the peach overpowers everything else. But because it's mixed with the apricot, I'm getting a big part of that. You can barely taste the pineapple. There is pineapple in this, right? I said, yeah, there is pineapple in there, and that's what's like surprising me. Like you don't really taste the pineapple in it. You just taste like you get the impression of the pineapple, if that makes any sense. I think that in this case the peach is strongest. The apricot is about midway in between, and there's just like a hint of the pineapple. But it's like it's all around well-rounded sweet. Mm. And even just as an air freshener, because this is making my room smell amazing. Hmm. And it's got an interesting mouthfeel too. Now that I think about it, like there is a certain kind of there's like a silkiness to it. Now that I'm noticing when you drink it, there's like a kind of like it you taste it, you kind of feel it on the sides of your tongue. I want to explore that just a little bit because it's like it's hard to describe. You know, you're sitting there and when you're aware of it, you get this kind of impression that it's going to envelop your tongue a little bit, and you feel it. Even now, I'm still tasting it, and it's like a really nice sweet aftertaste. It's a slow burn. I think that's a really good that's a really good description because like it's still there, it still fades, but like I'm still tasting it even as I talk, even as I wait for it to go away. It's just not, and I think that it's good in any other situation except for the fact that I have a third one to taste, and I don't want it to like be present while I'm drinking my my third one. I might have to get a palate cleanser of some sort, but we'll see. We'll get to that when the time comes. I was not expecting it. I should have done the honeybush banana first because I don't believe that that would have this strong of a presence when moving on to the next tea. I'll have to take that into consideration next week when I arrange whatever it is I'm going to arrange because I do have a third, uh, not third. Well, I have another peach blend in there somewhere, so I'll have to take that into consideration next week. And I feel bad for like rushing through it, but right now it's 8:55, so I'm like way behind schedule. Have I tried that one? The other peach one you mean? I forget the name of it. I'll remember. It was what peach. It was peach serenity and peach. You know what? Sneak peek for next week's. um, is this it? Peach Bellini. It's called Peach Bellini because it tastes good going into my Bellini. My Bellini. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was semi uncalled for. Oh, have I tried the banana nut? No, I have not. But I'm a huge fan of banana nut. So that like when they had the voting, that was the one that I voted for hands down because I knew that this is the kind of flavor that I would love. So I just jumped in on that. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be my vote. I it didn't win. Oh, excuse me. I don't remember which did win, but the banana nut didn't. And I was kind of hoping they would release it anyway, and they did, like 2 months later, I think. So I'm okay with that. I have it now, and it has a happy ending. I am slightly tea drunk, just a little bit, and I still have one more pot to go. Um, so let me hurry up and finish off this cup, and then I'll top myself off, and then I'll start the next one. Because this is a race for endurance, and I plan on seeing it to the end. So if you'll excuse me, I'll take another couple sips because I have to get through this. mm. I think I should top myself off now just in case. But it's so hard not to savor these. Like I don't know if I already bought a full bag of peach serenity. I don't think I did. Um, but I know that I did for the banana nut. I know that I did for the Raja Oolong. So I think I'm pretty well stocked for now. Who's angry? Why all the negative vibes? Who hates my stream so much? Mm. Everybody's so mad. I ain't do nothing to you. Mm. Oh my god, this thing is like starting to get hot. I need to finish off this because this is like really super. Oh, I'm like sweating now. I'm like this is basically a marathon. And yeah, I'm playing with fire here. It's coming almost to the top. Mm. Oh my god, this is so good. With a whole turkey? I don't have a whole turkey. I don't even like turkey. Give me chicken. Mm. I think I made enough room so that I can finish this off. Yeah, well, that's okay. They can hate. I don't mind. I got three amazing teas to go through. So I'm on cloud nine. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try it with some. I'm gonna try it with some honey. Now that I have enough room in there, I want to see what it tastes like with a little bit of honey. There we go. Oh, I am stuffed. I don't know how I'm gonna do this third tea, but there we go. Doggone it! Now I can't put it in. Yeah, I'll just lay it across. Oh, I am so stuffed right now, and I still have a third one to go. Mmm. Okay, yeah, definitely the honey was a good move because it's not over sweet, it's not overpowering. It's pretty good. Maybe it's my work stalker. It might be. I don't know. It gives me a list of everybody in attendance. So right now there's only been a total of like maybe seven. So it's gonna be the person who either comes once in a while or never at all. So that list is gonna be it's pretty short. So whoever it was that was giving me all them hates and trying to stir me, not gonna work. You can't bother a guy who's already in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but that honey's like it was a good shot. It was a good choice. Mm. And while that is settling, I'm gonna start my third. There we go. All right, now for the last one, because I still have over half of this cup to go through. And I'm working overtime here. This is like man versus food territory. Oh, yes. This is epic. It's got like a... Like the banana is... The banana is prolific, but it's not overpowering. Not prolific, profound. Mm. And you get this like kind of a graham crackery undertone. It's hard to describe. It's very how do I put that? It's very soft. I don't know how to better explain it. Perfect. So before I put it in there, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Just don't fall. Okay. So you see it's a very bright tea. You have all those chunks of banana in there. You know what? I should have looked at the ingredients, but I think that's corn flour or it's marigold. I'm not sure. I'll check it in a second. Then you have the tea. I'm assuming that's a kind of rooibos. It's hard to tell through the camera. So let me just take it off camera real quick. Oh, it's the honeybush. What am I saying? It's a rooibos. It's a honeybush. I knew that. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so going back to the ingredients because I kind of jumped the gun there. It says it's got honeybush, apple pieces, cinnamon bark, cocoa nibs, natural banana flavor, natural chestnut flavor, and marigold. Yep, that's what I thought. Marigold. Oh, excuse me. I'm just a little bit stuffed there. And the water is done. So this is another one that's going to be steeped for 5 minutes at 212 degrees. And there, luckily, is enough water. Oh, I'll let that sit. Start the timer. There we go. Now, since this is another herbal blend, you don't have to worry about the time too much. It's gonna be very tough. So you don't have to worry. This is the kind of tea that you can leave in there pretty much all day, and it'll still taste fine. I did hear that somebody was able to oversteep. I believe it was a rooibos, and I don't know how you can oversteep a rooibos. But I heard that it has happened, and I'm taking their word for it. It never happened to me because it's such a tough leaf that it could take a lot of punishment. But just to be safe, I'm going to leave it only for 5 minutes, and let it do for its regular time. Mm. Oh, that's really good. I'm trying to I'm trying to finish it within that 5 minutes so that I can just move right on to the banana nut. Um, right now it's kind of hard to smell the banana nut only because The peach Bellini is no, sorry, the peach Serenity is really is still very powerful, and it's still permeating the room. Um, I have to like really concentrate to smell it. I can smell it, but it's just very right now. It's in the background because the peach is definitely overpowering it. This is not a very strong scented tea, but it's like once you get your face in it, it smells nice. Mm. I'm just trying to get through this really quick because it's already 9:06. Yeah, I'm past my hour, but that's okay. You guys expected this, and thanks for hanging in there with me. The same thing is gonna be happening next week, so it's gonna be a little bit of a marathon, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. Mm. Just trying to finish this up really quick. I think I have two more sips. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about, go ahead and throw it at me while I sip the rest of my drink. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Whew. I'm going to need a little bit of a break because this is just it's settled in my stomach. There's such a huge heaviness right now that I'm feeling it, and I still have a whole pot to go. So this tonight's gonna be very interesting at the tail end of this stream because I'm gonna have to endure. And I was afraid of this, but I need a palate cleanser, so I'm gonna have to get a little bit of water. Oh, this was not in the script, and it's gonna make things a little bit more difficult. Mm. It's gonna wash it out a little bit, kind of dilute the flavor that's there. Mm. Oh, okay, that's good. I still taste it, but it's not very strong, so I think I'll be able to give a pretty accurate. Yep, Quackhead is going off again. There we go. Ah, perfect. All right. Wow, that smells like straight up oatmeal. Like I'm serious. That is all Quaker Oats stuff going. Man. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out. But I mean, like this is straight up. Ooh. Now that the peach serenity is gone, like this flavor is really starting to come out. I am really enjoying it. Ooh, that smells really good. And here's another one that's very pale, but when you put it in, it's actually a lot darker than the peach. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Oh, that is straight up oatmeal. Ooh, that smells good. Now, there's a tea at Tilula that's that's like straight up. It's oatmeal, but like maple brown sugar kind of oatmeal. It's called what was it? Candied almond, I believe. I'm gonna want to do a stream on that one just because I want another excuse to buy the bag. But yeah, that's some good stuff. So as you see, this one is very red. It's it's darker than it's kind of in the middle because the Raja Oolong was a lot darker brown, The other one was golden yellow. This one is red, borderline orange. And it's got a really beautiful tone to it. And like the I can only imagine how it's gonna taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and Ralph, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and taste this, and ooh, it's really really good. Mmm. Ooh, that is really nice. Tea bags. Absolutely. Oh my god, this is so good. This is straight up banana oatmeal. Like you can taste the nut behind it. That sounds awful. Ooh, my mind just went out in the. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Okay, okay. I gotta behave. I gotta behave. There are children present, kinda, sorta. Ralph, it counts because you're like 12, right? Mmm. Oh, that is so good. It's got a very earthy tone, and the banana acts like it acts like a sweetener. It's not the most profound. Um, what was that? Eating Mexicans with Val? Why are you eating Mexicans? Let them go home. They have work in the morning. I don't know. I know it's bad. I put myself in a bad position there. Oh, but this is so good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put this down for just a second so I can actually talk about it. It's a little bit difficult for me to put it down. Um, but yeah, like what I was talking about before, the banana nut is it's more earthy than I thought it would be. It's got you taste more of the nut and less of the banana, which is fine with me, because you get a more grounded, earthy flavor to it. Um, I think that this would taste good with as iced, but you'd have to sweeten it because the banana alone doesn't it doesn't uh, it doesn't overpower, and I prefer like sweeter things. Um, Unsweetened hot is fine. I don't know how it would go unsweetened cold though, but I think that um, this is definitely a keeper. I want to try it maybe paired with what was it? I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. So give me some, and I'll give you some of this. I could use some of the coconut. This is the kind of tea that I would pair with something more sweet. Like this is the kind of tea that would go with a cake. Um, like it won't overpower the cake. You'll have a nice uh, even tone throughout, essentially. Mm. My God, I'm like starting to sweat drinking all, drinking all of this stuff. I'm like, I should have been a little bit more prepared. Oh my God. But yeah. Oh, I'm going through it, trying to hurry up because it's already 9:15. Oh my God, this is like going forever. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it's got like a nice balanced oatmeal kind of flavor to it. Not overly sweet. Um, but it do it with pie. Um, if I were to use a pie, it would probably be like a really crusty pie, something like an apple pie, or like it would go well with like a nice kind of berry pie. Something with a good, with a nothing that's like super sweet. Mm. Well, yeah, I think it's too early to top myself off. Oreo pie. Oreo pie might be a little too sweet. I think that if you were to have an Oreo pie with it, it would overpower the tea a little bit, unless you sweeten the tea. Then you'd have a good match. But then again, I don't know how well the chocolate would go. Well, the chocolate and the cream would go with this, um, because chocolate and banana go well together. The only problem is, like, a you would have like the nut behind it. That's kind of like you would have to have a really strong crust to go along with it. Key lime again would clash only because it's a different kind of sweet. You'd have that tanginess of the lime. So the problem with that is it would compete a little bit with the nut in the tea rather than the banana. If this was a stronger banana tea, then I would certainly recommend it. But otherwise, yeah, I really wouldn't put the two together. Mm. I'm trying to hurry up because we're already way over time. Mm. But it's so good. All right, I'm gonna try to top myself off. I think I have enough room in there. Banana cream pie. Yeah, that might be a little bit too. Oh, I still have too much tea inside the pot. I think that might be a little too sweet, just because the banana and the cream. Like I said before, the banana is not very profound in this. It's used as a sweetener, but there's no um, coconut cream. Yeah, we're all on the hugely sweet end of the spectrum here. That's not what this is. This is a very even tone tea. This is very um, it's more earthy than sweet. So we would want to balance it out a little bit. We don't want either one to overpower and outshine the other. Because if you do that, you lose out on the experience of tasting both. I would say keep it simple. You know, you get like a sugar cookie, something that's like stroopwafels. I haven't said stroopwafels in a while, and stroopwafels they're the way to go. And even that, I'd probably recommend more the honey stroopwafel than the caramel stroopwafel. I love the caramel stroopwafels on its own. It might work, but it's more definite than the honey one would. Yeah, I do love custard pie. I actually wanted to get some custard today, but they didn't have any at the little restaurant in the lobby of my job, so I kind of got I kind of got messed up out of that. Sad day. Mm. Oh my God, it's so hard to drink this so fast because I know that I'm missing out on enjoying it. But you know, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Oh, I agree with you there, my friend. I wanted to get the frozen custard, and I had like this strong urge. I was like, yes, I want some of that custard. And I was physically heartbroken when they said that they didn't have any. It was just like I felt it. Mm. Okay, hopefully I made enough room. Rate them tonight. Oh, I know what you want to hear. I know what you want to hear. So I'll rate it as soon as I finish pouring this out. Doggone it. How much tea is in here? There's still like quite a bit left. Let me see. I could probably pour everything out, like the rest of it, in the peach. Yeah, there's not enough flavor in there to really ruin the banana taste. And I might just use this sampler on this end. There we go. To sweeten it a bit. Oh, there we go. Actually, there wasn't a whole lot left. Okay, so rating. I honestly think that this was from best to worst. Well, I don't even want to say best to worst because they're all amazing. But from 1 to 3, it all went from left to right. I started off, Sue, welcome. I hope you're not the one who was hating on me earlier, because it didn't tell me who it was. But yeah, I would have to say Raja Oolong Chai was the bomb. Like, I love that one, hands down. Peach Serenity is really, really awesome. I highly recommend that. Honeybush Banana Nut is it's the least sweet, the least profound, but it still has like a really, really great flavor. Yeah, I know. I was just teasing. I know you weren't hating on me because you love this face. Look at your face. How could you hate that? But I did have. I don't know if you got my message from before, but I did have a really good Fake Fact Friday tonight. So if you get the chance, go ahead and read it because it's right down your alley. It's horror based because it's Friday the 13th. So I went ahead and did it Jason Jason Voorhees style. So I want to hear your take on it. Oh, I spilled a little tea over there. Yeah, I know. So go buck wild. I know you've got some ideas. And I wrote. See, when I do this, I'm at work, so I don't get to invest as much as I'd like into these Fake Facts Fridays. But I was able to write a paragraph about yay big, just on how tea helped me escape Jason. So go right ahead, and when you have the time, I want to see what you got. Mm. Ooh, shot glass right there. That was some good stuff. But now I'm going back to the full on cup. Don't drop the tea, Mike. Yeah, I'll try not to. I was actually a little bit. Yeah, I thoroughly encourage you to top me because that I know how you are. I was actually a little bit afraid that I was gonna have issues with space doing all three T's. I was able to like put everything in its place. All I know is that thank God I have a little space on the side to put it. But yeah, like I would not know what I would do if I had to deal with the waste portion. Oh, excuse me, of all this. Yeah, and I know Shanna is correct. Nobody likes a dribbler. Yeah, my New York accent's coming out a little bit dribbler. Okay, so while I finish up this cup, because I'm so out of the clock. Let's see, it's gonna be 9:30. Usually, you guys, I'm done by 9, but this was a marathon, and I am about 3/4 full of tea right now, and I still have most of the pot from the Raja Oolong that I have to get through tonight because I do not want to throw any of it out. I want to drink every single drop, because that stuff is awesome. But all I know is that I'm going to spend half of tonight peeing waterfalls. That's exactly what it's going to be. I'm going to have to like just sleep in the shower tonight and just let it flow because it's going to be bad. I promise you that. So, go ahead, make any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about, throw it my way. I'm going to try to finish this up really. R. Kelly, you're going the Dave Chappelle route. I respect that. If I didn't know any better, you guys are like trying to make me pee just by the power of suggestion. Well, it's not going to work. I have a bladder of steel. mm. Oh my god, I'm so stuffed. Oh, these last few sips are going to be a challenge. But it's okay. I can do this. And I just realized something. Oh, I was supposed to. Man. All right. Yeah, I was supposed to log off of IMVU so that my friend can finish up the tea room. I did not do that, nor did she. Um, nor did she message me. So maybe she's working on it and she booted me. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, hopefully this weekend my room will be completely done, and we'll get a. I'll send out the invites to all of my IMVU friends as a welcome. We're gonna throw a little bit of a bash once it's ready. I'll send out the invitations. I'll send out the the notifications, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Last call. You guys have any questions? Just let me know. Did you have Raja that's left cool now? I don't know if it's cool. It's in the cast iron teapot, so I don't think so. But we'll see. I mean, I could put it in the fridge for a little bit. Because I think I know where you're going with that, and yeah, I do want to try it cold. But that's why I said that I want to take one of the samplers that I got and put it and make it iced so that everything is set. Because I get like one sampler makes one whole serving of well, not one whole serving, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like makes one whole. I don't want to call it a bottle, like a pitcher. It makes one whole pitcher of iced tea. So I'd be okay with that. Just blowing it all on one shot because I still have plenty left. Mm. Oh my god, I am beat. I have to say that this has been an amazing experience, and I still have one more series to go. Once I finish that three, we're gonna do the Darjeeling Pudabong Summer, and that's something that I'm looking forward to only because that's the one that I won from the contest on Facebook, and I'm looking forward to actually reaping the rewards. Mm. So I have one last sip, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So last call. Any questions? Any comments? Any final attempts to try to make me pee? Now's the time to do it. Mm. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you guys for joining me and enduring this challenge with me. It has been a blast, and I look forward to see you guys again next week. Next week I'll be doing peach Bellini, white I can never say it. White Ayadura chai. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. And Squirtle. Yeah, that's not gonna work. And Samurai Mate. I've never done a mate on this stream before, and I want to do a traditional mate with the traditional tasting, the traditional history behind it. But that's gonna have to wait. I'm going to put up a full free the pea. Very nice. I'm gonna have to make the exception and do the mate next week because that's what they made. Oh, excuse me. So, Ayurvedic, thank you. So, that being said, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to put up. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to put the links to all three of these. Fighting the hiccups. To all three of these teas, so that if you guys want to try it, go ahead and try it. I encourage you to try all three of them if you can. And, well, I'll let you guys know how next week's flavors are. All right? Have a great night and a wonderful weekend.